How do you
mandate
the common
manifesto that he proposed?
Well, this is a big question, and hence where Michael is going. Yeah. We're caught between a rock and a hard place at the moment because we're caught in short-term trying to fix something now in terms of the 2024 elections, as well as the long-term view. But if I were to even take Michael's discussion to its logical conclusion, I would start talking about why do we even have party politics as our governance model in the first place? So I'm not going to even go there yet. But that is a fact. I would be going to ban multi-party politics as a mechanism of democracy in this country. It's not working now, and it's never going to work because it's not based on ideological differences, it's based on tribal divide. But let's park that conversation. So, the issue that you raised, though, is very crucial because, David in his exposition basically said, well, you can't mandate good behavior, and he is right. Which then means that regardless of whatever common themes we place in these party manifestos, without it becoming a national mandate, it just becomes another series of promises that they can renege on. That raises a question of how do we hold these people accountable? From a legal perspective, I would love to turn the manifesto into a legally enforceable document. How pragmatic and practical that is, I don't know. The truth of the matter is it doesn't lend itself to any straightforward answer. But at least, if we galvanize citizens in the process of defining whatever goes into those manifestos, whereby they truly understand, not based on some slogans that are told to them during party campaigns, but actually the import of what has been discussed and is being promised. And if we then, within the manifestos, also have a defined mechanism of accountability, interim, because again, I heard Michael talk about 4 years. We don't have to wait 4 years for a failing government to then vote them out of power for another failing government to come and repeat the 4-year cycle. There has to be an interim mechanism of them being held to account. But the issue then becomes really, even if we give them the opportunity to account to us and they are failing, how do we punish them in the interim? This is what we are missing, and that is why there's a lack of accountability. I personally describe our current mechanism of democracy as sanctioned dictatorship for 4-year cycles. Because we vote you into power, you come into power, you do whatever the hell you want for 4 years. Maybe just before the fourth year, you come and bribe us with some chicken and rice and Fanta and Coke or whatever it is you care to bribe us with. Idiots that we are, we vote you into power again. And this is what we've had over the past, 30 years. So this is why I say the governance model fundamentally needs to be looked at. So I can't really truly give you one answer that says this is how we're going to get these people to be accountable. I actually even was interested in listening to David because David was very careful in his use of words. He kept saying promises. And I kept saying to myself, well, another promise to be broken. Yao, my friend, will say miracles that will go nowhere. This is the issue. How do we get to hold party politics to account whilst obviously we start a bigger conversation beyond just the National Development Program plan, whatever we want to call it, the blueprint for Ghana, where we want to see Ghana 50 to 100 years from now, all of that. We need a proper governance model that allows accountability. I would say what we currently have does not.